There are hedge fund managers making $1 million an hour. You know, it's crazy, right? It's money everywhere. It's money in everything. I want to help you. Start your business today. Come join my royal family. Subscribe to Casino Is the Name. Hey, yo, what's going on right now? You watching Casino Is the Name, man, and I got an interesting topic I wanted to discuss. Why women do not respect a man with a 9-to-5. I'm not really sure all of the reasons, but I have a few ideas as to why. There was an interview with a celebrity by the name of Simmone, and she was talking about she can't date a man with a 9-to-5 job. And I just want to let you guys hear what she said. This is real. This is really out here. Now, I thought maybe this was just her perspective, and then I saw other people watching this video and responding to it like, well, I kind of understand where she's coming from. Check this out.
I always say, and people be looking at me crazy, like, I don't know if this because I'm from Chicago, but like, I can't quit no nigga that work a 9-to-5. I don't know why. I just need a fast money ass. It don't necessarily have to be like or like fraud, but like rapping or like dealing with media or like that. Just like get. So like if I come to you and I need some, I don't need you to be like, well, my check come on Friday. Yeah, I need you to get that right now. Like, so
I feel like it depends with the 9-to-5. Like if you 9-to-5 at Burger King or something, hell no. But if you 9-to-5 at
my favorite.
JP Morgan or something, hell yeah. Because I know that Friday check about to have more than 50 rolls.
That little bank shit, that's a fraud. I might as well get a fraud.
I don't know.
You work in the bank too, technically.
Okay, so let's break this down, okay? So she doesn't believe that a guy who has to wait on a check or has a 9-to-5 job has money when she may need money. Like basically she said if she needs some money right now, she wants a guy who can say, okay, I got that, instead of I have to wait on my check to come. So many issues with this. And then there is also another argument that she makes, and because we're going to break it down, but there's also another argument that she makes that basically a guy who has a 9-to-5 job will not understand her as an entrepreneur. And that is also another. The only reason why I'm even addressing this is because there's so many misconceptions or falsities that are being presented by apparently a lot of people, and especially when you have celebrities who have, I guess, influence over the way other people may see things. I just had to come in and step in and say something. Okay, so first, let's talk about the fact that that guys who have a 9-to-5 job do not have money, and that is not the case. As a matter of fact, it's plenty of multimillionaires who have jobs, and there are plenty of guys, including rappers, who have no money. And just because you are an entrepreneur doesn't mean that you're successful. It doesn't. That those two things aren't connected. But I also wanted to, I'm gonna save that because it's something else I want to just try to make people think a little differently about this whole 9-to-5 thing, because as long as you're making money and you are successful in what you're doing and you can provide for your family and you can do all of these things, guys, please don't go out here and try to be a scammer because of statements like this. Ladies, please don't take what she's saying to heart. There are plenty of guys who have 9-to-5 jobs and they make a lot of money. And they will have the money when you need something, a bill to be paid. They'll have the money that you may require. A lot of them have that kind of money. And this whole scamming thing, this fast money, I talk about hedge fund managers, right? So David Tepper is a hedge fund manager. I talk about him. He made $3.5 billion in 2013. He made $1.6 million an hour. I don't know scammers making more money faster than that. I don't know scammers making money faster than that. $1.6 million an hour every hour for a regular 2,080 hours a year. Okay, this is there's not a lot of scammers out there doing this, and that was within 1 year, and he just had a job. Don't get me wrong. He's more than like, I'm sure he's an entrepreneur. He probably owns the hedge fund that he oversees, but he has guys working under him who also make millions of dollars, a year. Who knows how, hundreds of millions of dollars, maybe tens of millions of dollars, but a lot of them make more money legitly, can sleep at night, can take care of their kids, can do a lot of things and don't have to worry about going to prison and things like that. No fast money, well, it's still fast money, but just no drug money, no scam money, just straight paying taxes on it. It's legit and can have whatever she thinking she might need. They got more money than that. Okay, so that's a misconception. That's a misunderstanding of how much you can make as an employee. It's sad to me to hear things like this. And then the second part is she thinks that because you are not an entrepreneur or not a rapper or not a scammer or not a drug dealer or something like that, that you cannot understand her perspective on why she's up at 3 o'clock in the morning. And that might be the exact opposite. Maybe these people understand that world so well. Maybe they grew up in it. Maybe they saw their dad or their mom work all night, stay up all day, and it never came to fruition, that they had to struggle. And maybe they just don't want to deal with that kind of thing in their life. And maybe they're just more comfortable going to work because they don't have to create the business, and they can still make as much or more as someone who owns a business, a small business or a large business. And maybe they just want to have a comfortable life. Maybe that is more important to them. But maybe they do understand you. And they're not trying to hold that against you. They're not trying to stop you from living your dream. Maybe they're the backbone supporting you while you can stay up and not make any money and go through those things. But that doesn't mean that they don't understand you, because they're not doing that. It's a huge misconception. It bothers me that people who are in certain positions can get in front of people, and the people who don't know, because if you don't know enough about money or careers or things like that, and you hear a celebrity say this, and she's trying to prove her point, and there's not enough educated people about this subject, or you have never seen a multimillionaire who works for someone. Because so many times people say you can't get rich working for someone. That's not true. I mean, it's entirely not true. But I just want to open you guys, just want to say something to try to make you guys think differently about being an employee versus an entrepreneur. Even when you're an employee and you have once you have a 401k plan, you're technically an entrepreneur, because you're investing in companies. You're buying stocks. You're an investor. You are an entrepreneur. Like, you consider that, you can be considered an entrepreneur if you're investing in companies, which is what you're going to be doing with your 401k plan. Your 401k, your mutual fund, is buying stock in other companies. You're buying ownership. You're owning something. There's power in ownership. As a matter of fact, I need to do a whole separate video about ownership. But just because you go to work and you have a job, a 9-to-5 job or whatever it is, does not mean that you can't understand, or that you can't understand a person who is an entrepreneur. And it also doesn't mean that you don't have any money. It's a huge misconception. Guys, believe it, there are women out here in our community who look at guys who have a 9-to-5 job as though they are broke and that they are not true hustlers. You can be an employee and be a full-on hustler. You can be hustling that position to get to the top or whatever. Like, there's plenty of positions that pay $200,000, $300,000 a year, $600,000 a year, $500,000 a year, $1 million a year. There's plenty of positions that pay $2 million a year. just because, and you may start at 30,000 in that business, and you might hustle your way to the top. Just because you don't create the business does not mean that you're not a hustler. It does not mean that once a girl says, "Hey, do you have money to pay my car note?" It doesn't mean that you have to wait till you get paid to be able to pay her car note. You might already have it. You know what I'm saying? And it also doesn't mean that being an entrepreneur means that you're going to be successful. It doesn't. Neither one is guaranteed. No, neither one is a guaranteed way to success. Anyway, right now you're watching Casino Is the Name, man. Please hit the like button. The like will help with the YouTube algorithm. Like, comment, subscribe. Holla at your boy.
Beat me up, Scotty.
Me and her together, we just count it up. Money on my mind, I can't get enough. Don't play with my money, you don't want no beef. Cause I come from the bottom, I come from the street. When she first saw me, she said, "Who is that?" When a man saw me, he called me a threat. I'm the one that really live with a rap. They ain't never did it, they ain't really trap. You say you want to be successful, but what's stopping you? Can't nothing stop you from being successful except for you. You standing in your own way. I came from the bottom. I ain't know nothing but the grind. You can't tell me nothing about that. I called the Bustin' Basin Street Projects in Tallahassee, Florida. You hear me? I used to think $1 million would last me my whole life. I'd have made that and spent that. $1 million ain't enough. There are hedge fund managers making $1 million an hour. You know, it's crazy, right? It's money everywhere. It's money in everything. I want to help you. Start your business today. Come join my royal family. Subscribe to Casino Is the Name.